Hello everybody and welcome to Zara's Story Blog. I'm Zara Ariana Mannan and today I'm going to be reading for you Billy B. Brown, The Hat Parade, written and illustrated by Sally Ribbon. The Hat Parade. Chapter 1. Billy B. Brown has one shoebox, 5 feathers, and 3 rolls of ribbon. Can you guess what the B in Billy B. Brown stands for? Box. Jack is Billy's best friend. He lives right next door. Today, Jack is helping Billy to make the funniest hat from boxes. Look at me! Billy laughs. She puts on a shoebox on her head. It is covered with feathers and ribbons. So here's Billy with her ribbons, feathers, and her shoebox. She looks great, doesn't she? That is the best hat ever, Jack laughs. You will definitely win that hat. Billy smiles. On Monday, there'll be a hat parade at school. Billy really wants to win the prize for the best hat. Lola won last year, but this year, Billy is sure that she's gonna win. You should go in the parade too, Jack, Billy says. She plops on a funny hat on Jack says. Nah, says Jack. His cheeks turn pink. Billy knows he's too shy to wear a fancy hat. He's scared that kids might laugh at him. Some boys wear a hat in the parade, but usually they wear plain old caps. Or maybe stick a leaf in their school hats. None of them wear fancy hat like Billy thinks. Fancy hats are obviously the best. Nobody has won the best hat cap. Billy and Jack spent all afternoon making hats. Some are even funny. Billy's mom and dad invite Jack to stay for dinner. Everybody wears a fancy hat on the table. They talk in funny voices. Baby Noah laughs so hard he spits mashed potato everywhere. It has been the best day ever. Chapter 2. The next day is Sunday. It rains all day. It rains so hard that Billy can't go outside to play. She tries to play with Noah, but he is too annoying. Billy gets mad at him. Then Noah begins to cry. Billy yells, Noah is messing up my game. He's only little, says his mom, and he's feeling cranky because he has a cold. She takes Noah to have his nap. Now Billy is really bored. She doesn't want to do any more craft. And Dad says, no more screams, Billy. Go outside to play. She runs outside to find Jack, but he has forgotten something very important that her dad told her to do. Can you guess what it is? Her raincoat. Can you remember what it is? Billy and Jack ride their bikes up and down the lane. The wind whooshes through their clothes. It feels good to be outside after being stuck inside all morning. Look at me, Billy yells. She rides through a deep puddle. The muddy water splashes around her. Now she is splattered with brown spots. Soon it starts to rain again. It first rains lightly, but then it rains harder. I'm going inside now, Jack says. I don't want to get wet. It's only water, Billy yells, but sometimes she goes back inside. She is a wet puppy. That night at the dinner table, Billy starts to sneeze. Achoo! Her eyes water her nose. She feels sniffy. Even though Billy's dad has cooked her favorite dinner, she doesn't feel hungry at all. Billy's dad tucks her into bed. Billy's face feels hot. Her head has begun to hurt. Her dad says. It looks like you caught a cold, Billy. You must stay at school tomorrow. Achoo! I can't stay home. Tomorrow, Billy says. It's the hat parade. Well, let's see how you feel when you wake up, her dad says. He gives her some medicine for her headache. Then he tucks her into bed and kisses her goodnight. Ugh. Chapter 3. The next morning, Billy's whole body hurts. Her throat is sore too. Outside, the rain is pouring down again. Billy Wee Brown is sick. Jack comes to visit Billy before school. I'm going to miss the hat parade, Billy croaks. She looks at her beautiful hats sitting on the cupboard. She has spent so much time making them. Now no one will see her hat. She feels a hot tear trickle down her cheek. Oh, Billy, says Jack. He looks sad, but he puts on the fanciest hat on his head. Then he pulls a funny face to make Billy laugh, but it's no use. Billy feels sadder than ever. But you have to be in the parade, Jack says. This is the best fancy moment ever. Billy hangs her head. I guess Lola will win again. She is sighing. Jack frowns and his cheeks turn very pink. No, he says, I'll wear your hat in the parade. I'll win a prize for both of us. Billy stares at Jack in surprise. What if the other kids laugh at you, he says. Who cares, says Jack. He looks at the mirror and shrugs. It's good to make people laugh. Laughing is the best. Billy giggles, it's true. Laughing does make you feel better. Chapter 4. Way to go. Chapter 4. All day Billy feels achy and tired. Her dad stays home for work and makes Billy a bed on the sofa. Noah is at childcare and Billy's mom is at work. Billy's dad lets her watch Finding Nemo 3 times in a row. He brings her some lemon in hot water and chicken soup on a tray. Billy likes being home with her dad, but she is sad that she is missing the hat parade. Plus, her head is sore and her nose won't stop running. Billy has been through a whole box of tissues. It's been no fun sick. After lunch, Billy's dad works on his computer. Billy snoozes on the sofa. It rains all day. When Billy wakes up, she hears Jack's voice in the kitchen. Billy, Billy! He yells and he runs to the round room. Shh, says Billy's dad. Billy is sleeping. I'm not, says Billy. She has been waiting all day to see him. How was the parade? Asks Billy. Did we win? Jack sits down next to her. He shakes his head. No, Lola won the best hat again. Her hat was a whole city built on it. He frowns, but I'm sure Mom and Dad helped her. Billy sighs. Oh well, she says. She looks at her fancy hat in Jack's lap. Jack gets a strange look on his face. What's so funny? Billy asks. Well, we did win. Well, Lola did win the Best Hat award, says Jack, but we won something even better. Jack pulls out 2 silky red ribbons out of his pocket and one to Billy. Billy gasps. What is this? Put it on your fancy hat. Some of the kids laughed at me, Jack says, but Miss Walton saw I was wearing the hat you made because you were sick today. So she made up a special award just for us. She calls it the Best Friend Award. Jack grins. No one laughed at me after. Wow, says Billy, the Best Friend Award. She smiles at Jack and she feels better. That's how I thought too, Jack says. Billy looks down at the beautiful silky red ribbon. First award she has ever won. She feels very proud. She pins the ribbon to her pajama top. Jack pins it to his ribbon too. Just then the rain stops. The sun begins to peek out of behind the clouds. Dad, look, Billy says. Dad, look, there's a rainbow. Please, can we go outside to see it? I've been inside all day. I'm feeling much better now. Well, okay, a little bit, Billy's dad says. Thanks, Dad, Billy says. She jumps up from the sofa. But this time don't forget your coat, her dad says. I won't, Billy says. Or your hat, her dad jokes. Her hats are fancy that. I'd better take a hat too, Jack giggles. He picks up a tissue box and puts it on his head. Billy and Jack sit on the back porch to look at the beautiful rainbow. Billy strokes her silky red ribbon and looks at Jack with his silly hat. And Miss Walton is right, she says. You really are a best friend ever. And the fanciest, Jack grins. And that's the end of the story. So the summary of this book is that Billy and Jack were making some hats, but Billy was at home stuck with a cold. So that's why she didn't win the Best Friends Award, but she didn't win the Fanciest Hat Award, but she won the Bestest Friends Award. And the moral of this story is that it doesn't matter if you win or lose, it matters about the friends you've got. So, did you notice, before I say bye, did you notice that I was wearing every hat before every chapter? Because this book is about hats. And bye-bye. And if you want to listen to more of my stories, like and subscribe to Zara Story Block. Bye!